Imagine getting a message from the person you love most in the world. I'm staying at my sister's tonight. I need some space to think about us. Your stomach drops, your heart races, and you start questioning everything. But what if that sister's house wasn't where she went at all? What if that one text opened the door to a truth that would destroy everything you believed about love? That's exactly what happened to me. My name's Ryan, and until that night, I thought my fiancée Emily and I were the perfect couple. We'd been together for 3 years, engaged for 6 months, and were just weeks away from finalizing our wedding venue. She was warm, funny, and loyal, or so I thought. That evening, I was cooking dinner when her text came through. I'm staying at my sister's tonight. I just need space to think about us. My first reaction was confusion, then panic. We hadn't fought, hadn't even argued that week. I called her, no answer. Texted again, nothing. I knew her sister Megan lived across town, so I decided to give her space, just like she asked. But something didn't sit right. Emily was the type to talk things through. Running off without explanation wasn't her. Around midnight, I opened Instagram just to distract myself. That's when I saw it. A photo from a local rooftop bar, posted by one of her friends. The caption said, "Vibes tonight," and in the corner of the picture, barely visible but unmistakable, was Emily. She wasn't with her sister. She was sitting across from a man I'd never seen before, laughing, holding a glass of wine. My heart sank, but my mind stayed calm. Instead of calling or confronting her, I decided to gather the truth quietly. I screenshotted the post and sent it to myself. Then to my friend Liam, who was good with social media. Within an hour, he'd found the guy's profile. Jason Miller, a personal trainer from her gym. His last post was captioned, "Finally out with someone worth my time." And there, in the reflection of his glass, was Emily's bracelet, the one I bought her for her birthday. I barely slept that night. The next morning, I drove to work like a ghost, trying to act normal. Around noon, Emily texted again. "We need to talk tonight." I replied simply, "Sure." When she arrived home that evening, she looked tired but composed. She said, "Ryan, I think we've been rushing things. I need to make sure we're right for each other before we get married. Tell me one thing, did you find your answers at the rooftop bar or in Jason's eyes?" Herfic looked at her calmly and said, "You're right." Butte went pale. She stuttered, What are you talking about?" I turned my phone around, showing her the photo. Her knees nearly gave out. "Ryan, it's not what it looks like," she whispered. "Then what is it?" I asked. "Because it looks like my fiancé lied about being with her sister and spent the night with another man." She broke down crying, trying to explain it was just one night of confusion, that she needed attention and didn't mean to hurt me, but I'd already decided love doesn't vanish in confusion. Loyalty doesn't break because of curiosity. I didn't yell. I didn't curse. I simply said, "You don't need to think about us anymore." "Emily, I already did." Then I handed her the ring box. Inside wasn't the engagement ring anymore. It was the printed photo of her with Jason. "Keep it," I said. "A memory of what you traded your future for." She begged for forgiveness. She swore she'd make it right, but I walked out without another word. A few weeks later, I heard through mutual friends that Jason ghosted her right after that night. He blocked her number and started dating someone else from the same gym. Emily tried reaching out to me several times, saying she made the biggest mistake of her life. But I never replied. Instead, I focused on myself. I poured my energy into my work, started running again, reconnected with old friends, and slowly the pain turned into peace. People always say revenge is about payback, but in my case, it was about silence. Because sometimes, the coldest revenge isn't shouting. It's living well while they fall apart in their own guilt. Months later, I got an invitation, ironically, from the same rooftop bar where everything started. A friend was hosting an engagement party there. I went, confident, calm. When I walked in, guess who was serving drinks behind the counter? Emily. Our eyes met. She froze, her hand shaking as she poured a drink. She whispered, "Ryan?" I smiled politely. "Hi, Emily. I hope you finally got the space you needed." Then I turned and walked away, leaving her standing there, realizing that the man she once lied to had become the one person she could never reach again. If you liked the video, please subscribe and turn on notifications.